Okay, so one thing that I noticed and I thought was interesting about Macbeth was that Lady Macbeth was so eager to have her husband kill the king, and she really didn't show her like personal intentions and what she would gain out of the situation. She just kind of wanted like Macbeth to, like man up and do it. But we all like know like Macbeth's like goals of like killing the king, like becoming king himself, power and glory, but we really don't know Lady Macbeth's intentions, which I thought was really interesting that we never like were revealed that situation. One value is a drive. An example of that is when Macbeth does kill the king, and the result is him becoming king and also forcing the king's sons out of the country. And another example is when Macbeth seeks out these prophecies from the three witches to try to see if he can advance himself, and that's kind of his motivation for that. Another value is recognition, and one example of this is when Lady Macbeth commits suicide. She realizes that her convincing her husband to kill the king was wrong, and to kind of like reconcile that, she kills herself. Um, and another uh, example is when Lady Macbeth realizes that if her husband Macbeth kills the king and forces his sons out, then he becomes king. So that recognition of like a path to power, I guess, could be an example of that. An additional research I did was with the three witches, and they come from Holinshed's Chronicles, which is essentially a history of Great Britain. And so this could be a way that Shakespeare tries to connect with his audience through the use of folklore and fairy tales to try to relate to the English audience. In this play, gender is depicted with strong female characters such as the witches and Macbeth and Lady Macbeth in a power role, both of whom influenced the main character Macbeth. And with men playing women, I think that there's less of a social impact because there isn't that strong sense of like feminism. If like as a woman, than as a woman played a woman in a strong female role. So I think the social impact was lesser in this. And two questions I have are: is Lady Macbeth a hypocrite for her suicide because she told her husband to kill the king? And do you think that the power got to Macbeth's head and he made rash decisions in his hunt for glory?